I hear you. Okay, blue-eyed demon shouldn't be allowed to spread semen, right? You know why some people have brown eyes? They're so full of shit. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. I just report the facts. Hi, and welcome back to another edition of Say There, Buddy. Suppose you did the thing you'd rather do. What would that thing be? I'm Trouble T. Jay Peso is here. And I had a fun childhood. My dad used to push me down the hill in old tires. Those were the good years. We got a new movie recommendation today. I'm kind of liking the cornball shit. I got to get back to the handsome man quotes. I mean, any quote coming from me is a handsome man quote, but there's actually a man named Handsome Man. Handsome 80 to be exact. Our movie recommendation today, that's some throwback shit, you don't know nothing about that, is Spaghetti Man. After being unjustly fired, Clark Kent runs head-on into a rough job market. Despite his connections, he has no marketable skills. In a drunken stupor, Mr. Kent unwittingly eats a bowl of radioactive pasta, and it awakens within Clark the power to shoot spaghetti from his hands. After an intense period of training, he does what any real superhero would do: fight crime and earn money doing it. Spaghetti Man. Now on demand. That actually is kind of in my wheelhouse. I feel like that's right in my lane. I mean, I've seen it. It's great. That's why I'm recommending it. Let's get into the questions. Would you rather have your identical twin be far more successful than you financially, or have your identical twin be far more successful romantically? Neither of those would really bother me. I know they all say, your only competition is yourself, man. But I mean, it really is true. Because regardless of what you're doing, I mean, even if you're at the top of your thing for a while, or even in your friend group, which you should be pushing each other, eventually someone's going to come along that's going to be better and badder. You're going to have the GOAT debates or whatever. And no, look, there's only one GOAT. And the likelihood of you being that in any field isn't great. And in art, it's extremely subjective. Romantically, I feel like it's subjective because what are we talking about? Falling in love and having a family and having a solid family home life, or just banging a bunch of random broads and having a high success rate? I don't know if there's anything romantic about that, but it depends on your goals. So based on my goals, what I'm saying, I take the long way to say this, is that I don't really let what other people are trying to do affect what I'm trying to do. It's become an issue before. Oh, they want to go this route with it. I'm like, I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? The music thing became like that. So seeing people succeed in certain ways doesn't bother me. But if I have to choose one, I think I would rather see my identical twin. Either one sounds kind of haterish to me, though. They could do both and it wouldn't bother me. But I'm going to go ahead and take romantically, I think. I'll have them do better than me romantically. And I guess that means I'm more successful financially. Like I said, neither one would bother me. They can have the romantic thing, I think. I don't feel like I'm a romantic person. I don't feel like I probably don't bring enough compliments to the table. I am affectionate in a relationship. I just don't feel like I'm not the type of person that's going to constantly reassure you, because that's not really the people that I like to even surround myself with. And I know in a relationship that's what you're supposed to do, make the woman feel, you know, comfortable and safe and like she can trust you. And I feel like I do all that, but I don't feel like I'm a big romantic. I feel like I have a romantic heart. I feel like I'm not good at putting it into action. I have a lot of wild ideas, and I just don't jump or, you know, put them into action. So I'm going to take financially. Financially is easier for me than romantically. If your life depended, I'm going to be more successful financially. I'm going to have my identical twin be more successful romantically, and then we'll pull the old switcheroo. Do the, what was that one? There was something it was called when you switch out your partner in a dark room during sex. I mean, nowadays it's definitely sexual assault. But when everyone was chill, it was called something else. There was a cute little name for walking out of a dark room and walking in and, you know, surprising your significant other, or just your basic, you do that to a random. You probably don't want to do that to your significant other. If your life depended on victory, would you rather have to run a 100-yard race against a 6th grader or against an 11-year-old dog? So does that mean that okay, if my life depends on it, does that mean if I beat them, they're gonna die? An 11-year-old dog or run a race against a 6th grader? An 11-year-old dog, still get it. Hercules, I brought Hercules home. A girlfriend gave him to me when I was 17. I brought him home when I was 17, and he lived 19 years. At 11, he was still killing squirrels. He was chasing down snakes. He was doing all of that. So I feel confident I could beat a 6th grader over Hercules. I wouldn't want to race Hercules at age 11. I feel like I can smoke. I'm not going to say every 6th grader, because kids just developing fast now. There are definitely some 6th graders out there probably smoke some adults, and I'm one of those adults. I feel like I run fast, but I feel like I can beat most 6th graders in a 100-yard race. An 11-year-old dog, I feel like there's more 11-year-old dogs that are faster than most 6th graders. So I'm going to go ahead and race the 6th grader for my life. My life depends on it. Let's see. Would you rather, this is so stupid, be 6'2", 200 pounds, or 6'3", and 203 pounds? Okay, so you're 6'2", 200, or 6'3", 203. I mean, why don't you just I'll take the extra inch and 3 more pounds. I guess that's where the 3 pounds is coming in, from the extra inch. So dumb. I'm going to go ahead and be 6'3", 203. Let's see. Would you rather be unaffected by the Higgs field? And if you don't know, the Higgs field is the theoretical superforce that permeates the universe, endowing matters with mass. Or, okay, you've been unaffected by the Higgs field, or you can fart confetti. I want to take the fart confetti, be unaffected by the Higgs field. I don't know enough off the top of my dome to know how that benefits me or hurts me. So I'm going to go ahead, I think, and fart confetti, because I don't want to choose Higgs field and then, you know, my asshole, you know, flips inside out or something. I don't know enough about the Higgs field. I'm going to take fart confetti. With more information, I could possibly choose the Higgs field. Would you rather fly to the Mars? Is that the same thing as Mars? Fly to the Mars, or travel to the bottom of Mariana Trench? Always sounds like sauce. The Mariana Trench, a sauce filled with Mariana. That's Parmesan. Mariana? Marmesan? Marmesan. I mixed them together. Fly to the Mars or travel to the bottom of the Mariana Trench. I don't really fuck with the ocean like that. I'll fly to Mars if I can come back. Now, if it's not a return trip, I'm going to go to the bottom of the trench and then pop back up. I'm really just not a fan of fucking around in the ocean. I think the ocean is one of the most terrifying things. That's why I don't do cruise ships. I don't do open water shit. I've gone deep sea fishing a couple of times. I wasn't really thinking about it then. Now I don't know if I would. I just don't like open water shit. I have a healthy respect for open water. Especially, well, definitely the ocean, not a lake. Anything I can still see the land, I'm good in. Bottom of the trench, I'll be panicking. I'm pretty sure I would have a panic attack trying to go down there. To Mars, it seems like pretty chill. The flight to Mars seems pretty chill. Would you rather use the low quality headphones or the one with one side broken? I've had that a lot. I don't know what it was in the early days of recording. It seemed like any set of headphones we would get, hook them in the audio box, get it running through the program, and eventually one side would just go out for whatever reason. Now you can record your vocals better because you're only hearing music in one ear. I like that better than the low quality headphones, so I think in this case I'm going to take the one with one side broken. Would you rather poops in the toilet at a party Knowing that you will clog it. My brain just fucking scrambled. Poop in the bush in the backyard. Would you rather, hold on, let's see this. Would you rather poops in the toilet at a party knowing that you will clog it? So I guess you're pooping in the toilet and you're going to clog it, or poop in a bush in the backyard. You don't want to be the, I mean, clogging a toilet's funny to me, is when it's your toilet or when it's a serious situation. It's not. Clogging a public toilet is kind of funny. Just because you did that, it's kind of like a badge of honor thing. But at a party, there's going to be a lot of things going down. There's a lot of variables there that having a clogged toilet could really fuck up. So I'm going to poop in the bush in the backyard. Would you rather have a child made of pee or pee made of child? I don't even know what that means, man. Have a child made of pee or a pee made of child. So does that mean you're pissing out a child? That's really weird. A piss child isn't good either. Go ahead and give me the pee made of child. Sounds like a one-time thing. I don't want to keep raising a kid made out of piss for its however long it lives and all the things that come along with that, which is a lot to think about. Piss Child. That's going to be the next movie. Let's make a B movie called Piss Child. Okay, I think we're going to take a quick break from our sponsor, for our sponsor. I fell asleep in the library. I was in there studying paradoxes late into the night, more specifically indoor ornithology, and nobody even noticed. I fucked. Bacon-scented mustache for guys who fuck. It seems like that would be, I mean, you're really looking at a task in parenting. If your child was made completely out of piss, I don't even know how that works. And then what does it piss out? If you have a child that's made of piss, is it pissing piss? Because it's just already made entirely of piss. Is it eating? That's a lot to think about. That one's probably going to keep me up tonight. Okay, these questions are out of the book. 2,000 Would You Rather. Can play with your piss child, or your child, the piss in the form of a child. You pissed the child, it's a human child. If your child's made out of piss, it's just made out of piss. Where are we at, man? Would you rather throw out a pitch at the World Series or sing the national anthem at the Super Bowl? I'm going to take the national anthem at the Super Bowl. That's just more eyes on you, and it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good at all. I feel like my pitch would be okay. I'm not saying I'm the best pitcher in the world, but I've seen some of those terrible pitches. Now, I don't know if that's just nerves or some of these people have never touched a baseball before, but I mean, I've pitched before. I feel like I can get it there. It's not going to be really thing out of the ordinary. My national anthem would be memorable for all the wrong reasons. So I definitely want that. And nowadays, it's just fame is fame. There's not bad fame. Bad fame ends up being good fame. Because they remember your name and they forget the terrible shit that you did. They just remember your name now. That's it. So, national anthem at the Super Bowl. That would be my claim to fame. I would completely fuck it up. I don't even know if I know the lyrics. That would be interesting too. Would you rather, I'm going to sing the black national anthem. Apparently that's a thing. I read that somebody did that. I don't know what that is, but I might give that a go. Would you rather have a picnic with a dying relative or a famous person you admire? Dying relative. I mean, that's kind of that question's weird. Famous people that I admire them for their talent, for their abilities. I admire that aspect of it, but who knows? They may be terrible people. I don't admire anything, anything outside of that, really. Like, I appreciate your talent. I will tell you that. Even if you're not famous, if you're good at something, that's amazing. That doesn't translate over into me just worshiping you as a person, though, because I don't know anything about you. I'm not going to choose to have a picnic with a famous person that I admire for that skill over a dying relative. Never. I don't even have to be dying. I'll take a live relative over the famous person that I admire. Except Amber Heard. I'll choose Amber Heard over all of them. I'm very interested in what that date would lead to and be like. That would be very, very tumultuous, very contentious. All the big words that mean terrible things. Holla. bacon-scented mustache for guys who fuck. I'm for real. When I heard, no pun intended, when I heard all of that, that trial was so fascinating to me, because the longer that it went on, the more I was convinced that that's the type of woman I need in my life. That's living, baby. That is living. What do you want to do? Are you going to go out and have a nice dinner? Are you going to come home, do a little missionary? Or are you going to be cussing each other out at the restaurant? Remember, who was it in Roseanne? Sandra Bernhardt, and who was the guy? Where they were like, you pig, you bastard, and then they just run at each other and start kissing maniacally. I'm like, yeah, I always kind of admired that type of relationship. As long as it doesn't lead to violence, which theirs sounded like it did, but I'm sure we could work that out in other ways. Would you rather? She shot up the charts. I had no interest in Amber Heard. I always thought she was overrated, and when I heard how fucking absolutely batshit she was, she just shot up to the top 10. Would you rather have a three-way with Carrie Underwood and Clay Aiken, or Adam Lambert and Kelly Clarkson? You know what? I'm gonna take Carrie Underwood and Clay Aiken. Clay Aiken, isn't he gay? I mean, well, oh, that's what. But he would be trying to do stuff to me, though. Okay, I get something like he'd be a sub, like he would be in the corner. We'd totally cut Clay Aiken. Like it would just be me banging Carrie Underwood and Clay Aiken would be in the corner. He wouldn't be crying. I mean, I think he would be pretty impressed. You know, I'm not tooting my own horn here, but I think Clay Aiken would be impressed with what I was doing to Carrie Underwood. So he would still be, well, maybe not if he's gay. I don't know. I think if Clay Aiken, if Clay Aiken saw me and Carrie Underwood having sex, it would be so hot that it would turn him straight. That I'm almost sure of. So I'm going to take Carrie Underwood and Clay Aiken. Would you rather have a three-way with Sarah Palin? That man is... No, I'm not going to do that. Would you rather have a three-way with Serena Williams and Venus Williams, or Petra Němcová and Urkel? I don't know who Petra... I know who Urkel is. The Urkel story would be cool, but he'd be over there. Did I do... Because it says in character. It says Urkel and then, like, in parentheses, in character. Him in character, you'd probably lose your erection, right? I think if he's not in character, oh man, I'm fucking rock hard. But if Urkel's in character, I forgot the actor's name now, but if he's in character, I just couldn't keep my wood. Serena Williams and Venus Williams, that would be really fun. I feel like Serena Williams is probably, she's dominating that three-way, right? She's pushing my head around. She's fucking got me in her fucking figure four, my head in a figure four. Just like, munch it, you're not coming up till you munch. And Venus is like, you're killing him. And Serena's like, this boy's going to learn today. He's going to learn who he's fucking with today. That's how I see my three-way with Serena Williams and Venus Williams going. And I am all in. I'm all for it. Would you rather make an agreement with your partner to allow each other 3 celebrities with whom infidelity would be permitted? If so, who would you... Oh, that's not a would you rather. Okay, I'm like, well, where is the would you rather coming in? Would you make an agreement with your partner to allow each other 3 celebrities with whom infidelity would be permitted? If so, who would each of you pick? If it's my partner, I mean, like, we're exclusive type of thing, no, I wouldn't do that. It's one of those things, and the human mind isn't built for that. You think that it is. It only has to go wrong just in one little area. One little thing doesn't go right, and all of a sudden it becomes a sticking point. And it becomes one of those roundabouts where you might start an argument over here, and you're always going to circle around back to that thing, and then it's just going to keep going like you never fucking got over this. I had an idea for a movie one time. I didn't write anything. I just kind of sketched out, you know, like rough draft type thing. It was going to be like Flatliners, and so it was doctors or whatever, and so the only way, it's kind of like in the movie Flatliners, where once they made amends with the people they had wronged, you know, the ghosts went away. They were free or whatever. Well, this is going to be in relationships. And the person was going to get forgiveness. They were going to go all out, get forgiveness from their significant other. But then, like, the twist of the movie is that the ghosts don't go away. And then you kind of go, oh, that bitch never forgave me. Like, she never fucking forgave me. She said she did. She said we were past it. But the fact that the ghosts are still here means that she's still holding on to it. And now I'm probably going to die there. Now, like I said, that was a rough thing. That sounds like more like a sketch than a full-length movie. But you know how they're stretching them now. You could stretch it. I would not allow my partner, I wouldn't want to do that. If I'm with you, I'm with you. I don't need the celebrity. I don't need the hall pass. I don't need any of that. Because if I'm thinking about doing that, then I'm not committed to you. So what's the point of even being in the relationship? I would say, well, just break it off. And you can go bang, you know, whatever your three are. Nah, I don't need it. I don't need that. Would you rather have sex with all celebrities whose last names begin with C or R? That's a lot. I need a list of those names. I'm trying to think of C's and R's. Yeah, give me, I'm going to take R's, but I don't have the list in front of me. I'll go ahead and take all celebrities whose last names begin with R. I could have at least used like 3 examples there. Would you rather come home to find your partner cheating on you? It's no bueno. Or wake up in the middle of the night to find your partner online and masturbating to screenshots of Fozzie Bear? Yes. Oh yeah. If I'm with a woman and I wake up in the middle of the night and find her online masturbating to screenshots of Fozzie Bear, she loses absolutely 0 points with me. She might gain something. I don't give a fuck about that type of weirdness at all. Whatever is your thing, it's just a screenshot of Fozzie Bear. You know, if she wants to bring Fozzie Bear, that's one where I would say that's a celebrity I'd be like, you know what, bring it in. I want to do that. I want to have that story. Waking up in the middle of the night to find your woman online masturbating to screenshots of Fozzie Bear is not damning at all. That doesn't even raise an eyebrow for me. Just like, okay, that's what you're into. You know what I mean? Like that, we've seen weirder shit. There's weirder shit out there right now. There's dudes dating, what are those things? Trying to anime. There's dudes out there they're in full-blown relationships with anime pillows, and they're very open about it. I mean, masturbating to Fozzie Bear is pretty low on the offense pole there. Would you rather kiss a donkey's butt or have a donkey kiss you after he licked his butt? Okay, so he's going to lick his own butt somehow. In this scenario, he licks his own butt. The donkey licks his own butt. He gives me a kiss, or I can kiss the donkey's butt. Now, when the donkey gives me a kiss, it doesn't say that he's using tongue. See, there's a lot of details left out here. So, I'm going to go ahead, though, I think, because the donkey's mouth, now you're getting a donkey's mouth and a donkey's butt, whereas before I just have to kiss the donkey's butt. It doesn't say kiss his asshole. It doesn't tell me where I have to kiss it. I will kiss the side of a donkey's butt rather than have him lick his butt, which implies it's probably going in the crack, and then give me a kiss. I will just go ahead and kiss the donkey's butt without all the extra. Would you rather have a shark bite or a bite from a poisonous spider but still live? I've already had that, so I'm going to go ahead and take that. I got bit when I was 20 by a brown recluse spider. I've told the story before, and it started deteriorating. I was going to the doctor getting 2 shots a week. This little hole opened up, jelly, I would squat down like jelly was coming out of my leg, and when I finally went to the emergency room after a week, they said, no, that's not a jelly thing, that's your muscle. Your muscle is liquefying, and when you're pressing on it, that's actually your muscle coming out of that hole, and it was just coming out like a pack of jelly. And they had to go in, emergency surgery, cut a softball size hole out of my right leg, and get all the rotten flesh out, pack it. I had to get in a whirlpool. They're pulling the packing out. You know, I had to do that every day for a while till all that meat grew back. They don't sew it back shut. They just let it grow back naturally. Got a pretty gnarly scar from that. I would still take that over a shark bite. Because what I learned from watching Shark Week one time is that when they bite you, when they're shaking, they're just cheese grating your leg. So they get the bone and they're just shredding the meat off of there. The poisonous spider was way less violent and traumatizing than that. Alright, what do we got? We got a couple more. Would you rather never be allowed to drink soda or drink as much soda as you want but sometimes find a fly in it? I'm good without the soda. I've actually for the most part given up soda. I still drink Mexican Cokes at Mexican restaurants because they come in the bottle. They're super chill. It's so good. Day to day, I don't really drink soda. I get my caffeine from the energy, like the amino acid energy drink. There's still caffeine. I really just need the caffeine. I don't need anything else that comes with the soda. Would you rather live in a world with no chairs and drop 10 pounds when I cut out soda? So I don't know if saying that's a direct result of that, but those two things did happen at the same time. Would you rather live in a world with no chairs or with no tables? Oh, no tables. Yeah, I think I can do without the table. No chairs. Well, what are you going to do? You're going to eat to stand? I mean, no chairs. It doesn't say a particular kind of chair. You live in a world with no chairs. What are you going to do? You can make stuff, not call it a table. You can wood shop something and not call it a table. I'm going to go ahead and live in a world without chairs. I mean, without tables. Sorry, I got distracted. Okay, I think that's all we've got for today. Until next time, I'm Trouble T. And what do you say to your sister when she's crying? Are you having a crisis?